Welcome back to Nat Rancher. Today we're talking about the Spring 2023 update. First up is the 5.0. Much like the Colt Mars, the 5.0 was originally a conversion for the Colt SMG, now made its own gun. It's got great native multipliers that allow for 2-shot headshot at all ranges and a 1-shot head at close range. Compared to the original Colt SMG conversion, this has much more damage in exchange for more recoil and slower fire rate. Unfortunately, it has no full auto by default, like its early game competitor, the Beowulf ECR. And the burst mode leaves a lot to be desired. It can't hyperburst and is thus useless. You're always going to miss that second shot. It ought to have full auto by default, like the ECR and the BWC9. Use it in semi-auto or pre-buy full auto if you can't wait for Stylus to fix it. If you're fine trading off your one-hit head and body shot ranges, armor piercing is a good choice for the 5.0, changing it into a sort of portable battle rifle. Be mindful that the penetration is only 1.5. You'll be able to penetrate walls head-on, but at an angle or from a change in elevation, you might have trouble. As this gun has such high damage already, hollow point isn't the best choice for the platform. There is no range clipping or damage thresholds to be broken, so the only advantage you can get is maybe chip damage on wounded players. So if you're playing with snipers on your team and they're actually good, you could use hollow point to get a lot of one-shot body shots on wounded players, moving out of hallways into close quarters for cover, but it's being very, very optimistic. The 4T5, is a better UMP45. Better damage ranges, better fire rate, yet still feels balanced. This would be crazy overpowered if they put the 45 ACP on the regular Colt SMG with its fire rate of 1000. The AR9, for some reason, has an incredibly long 3-shot body shot range. Even though it's not a rifle caliber, it's far longer than some carbines and most SMGs. I don't know why, but this is becoming a trend with reconversions, where a gun is converted away from its original caliber and then back into its original caliber. What it means for the meta is dubious at best. Not to say that it's not good, it's good, use it. Second is the BWC9. In test plays, this gun was also locked to only semi-auto and burst, with, again, no hyperburst. Why? Do you think we like missing the second shot? No. Make it hyperburst or don't make it burst. But since it was more popular in test plays, more people were complaining. And squeaky wheel gets the grease, so Stylus made it full auto by default, as it should have been from the start. It's got a great fire rate and reload time with a shorter range than average, but still capable of 3-shot kills. Personally, I think it should have been a secondary weapon like the PP2000, since internally it is just a Glock 18. The recommended loadout serves to make the gun feel more like an SMG instead of just a machine pistol with the stock. If they wanted a new primary SMG with even faster mobility, I would have added the PP90 as a primary weapon instead, and it still has that folding weapon aesthetic, which could lead to why it has higher mobility than other weapons of its class. The third and worst gun in this update is the Stoner. Slow fire rate, low damage, low movement speed, low reload speed. This gun sucks fucking ass. Everything people say this gun can do, another gun does better. They're lying. There is no reason to ever use this gun when you can get the Colt LMG for free. The Stoner LMG doesn't even have a fire rate of 550 in real life. It's somewhere between 600 and 700, so why lower it for no reason? I cannot figure how the devs thought this wouldn't be grossly underpowered. Oh, and also, the burst mode on this gun sucks too. No hyper burst. Every single burst mode in this update sucks. Either increase the head multiplier, or the fire rate, not both, just one of the two. Or no one's going to use this, which sucks because it's a beautiful model. Last, but almost least, is the MGV. Take the uselessness of the stoner and give it a little fun. The damage is so low that you need 3 headshots and 2 body shots to kill. If I hit 3 headshots with any gun in this game, it should be dead. I understand that there are plenty of good guns in early game and mid game, but with the trend of these late game guns, you're not making any reason to play this game into the higher ranks with guns like these. If anything, the best thing I can say about the stoner and the MGV is that they're great weapons to troll pre-buyers. For way too long, people were asking for a full auto Zip 22, and you gave them the F88T, which is amazing. The Uzi 22 LR conversions are great. Hell, even the Vector 22 long rifle is better than these 2 guns. But somehow, they weren't enough. So, I really hope these 2 guns were just meme guns added to troll the pre-buyers and the people who just wouldn't shut up about 22 long rifle conversions, and that hopefully soon we'll get some, some good guns coming in for the hardcore late game players, Until then, I can't really say that I'm too pleased with this update. See you next time on NetRancher.